Welcome back to another JLecture for the month of March of 2023. This one is called Developing a Successful Mindset for Entrepreneurship. And this is a man playing a chessboard. The reason why I'm going to teach you about entrepreneurship is that it's one of the most essential skills to develop as a young man. If you're able to get your own side thing started, you won't need to trade in your time for a 9-to-5 job and need to obey your boss's commands. As long as you don't make money, you're not free. So let's teach ourselves how to be like this man with this chessboard and develop a successful mindset for entrepreneurship. We're hitting the home runs here, so let's just go with it. Let's get started. First of all, the detail / the objective of this presentation. Entrepreneurship skills require a unique set of skills and a specific mindset to succeed. Now, if you don't have this specific mindset, you may still be likely to succeed, but it might come out of luck. And in this presentation, this JLecture, we'll discuss the key elements of a successful entrepreneurial mindset and dive more into it. So first of all, the first thing that you want to have is perseverance. Entrepreneurship, the process of making online businesses and seeking out ventures, different possibilities, and different visions for the future, financially for yourself, as well as conceptually for others, is understandably full of challenges and setbacks. You will encounter setbacks at different points in your career as an entrepreneur, and you need to persevere through them, hence the title, Perseverance. Successful entrepreneurs have the ability to persevere through the tough times and maintain their focus on their goals. This is the same as any athlete, any soldier, anyone who's ever done anything. If you encounter setbacks, the greatest thing to do is to keep going. As Winston Churchill said, if you're in hell, keep going. Pretty self-explanatory. Next up, risk-taking, also a very important trait and quality to have. If you have the characteristic of risk-taking, you'll be able to actually see good opportunities. Entrepreneurs must be willing to take risks and step outside of their comfort zone, because calculated risks can lead to new opportunities and growth. A lot of entrepreneurs who make their careers on YouTube and become digital nomads, seeking to live out wherever their heart desires and make content or grow their businesses from there, frequently speak about this. If they didn't take the risks, their life wouldn't have ended up in this position. A good not only suggestion, but a good model for this is Jack Hopkins from Jack Hopkins Fitness and the CEO of Testosterone. He makes videos in which he talks how he moved to Thailand with no money, hoping to start a YouTube channel and earn money from it, when his channel wasn't even monetized, bro. He didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time when he became a full-time YouTuber. And he just had to rely on the $2,000 that he had with himself when he moved to Thailand, without a visa, without any paperwork, and yet he managed to make it work and makes way more money than a teacher in a typical school system would have now. That's the life you want to live. You want to be comfortable with making risky decisions. Otherwise, you're not going to achieve much success. Next up, creativity and intuition. Now, this is something that's frowned upon because a lot of people like to keep business realistic. But let's face it, innovation and creativity are extremely crucial in entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurs must be able to think outside of the box to come up with unique solutions to problems. If you don't have the ability to see what problems are being faced by the world today and come up with the solutions, you will not achieve success. It's funny how the more people you help, the more money you tend to get. You can get money on, a large scale by deceiving people. But the fact is that many people who are trying to be entrepreneurs or just set up like a small venture really have to cater to a need. And once you fulfill that need, well, the world is your oyster from there, right? Next up, adaptability. The business landscape is constantly changing, and entrepreneurs must be able to adapt to these changes. Now, we've seen this with AI in recent months. AI has now become one of the most predominant ways to do business. So you can't just stay behind the curve. If you fail to adapt to that, your business will plummet. Think about, what was the name of that store? Blockbuster, right? I sound so Gen Z right now. Blockbuster failed to adapt to the fact that most people were doing online video rentals, and their physical video rental model was unadaptable. Toys R Us went bankrupt because they didn't do online orders. You must adapt to new things, as the internet has shown us. If you fail to stay ahead of the curve, you will never get to the point where most people are. If Blockbuster had launched an online rental store just as soon as their website went up in the 90s, if they had managed to do this at the peak of their business, then they wouldn't be bankrupt. They'd be making bank right now. They'd be Netflix's main competitor. They'd precede Hulu and HBO Max and Disney Plus by years. They would have that advantage. They could even have acquired Netflix when they had way more money, way more than enough money to do so, and Netflix offered themselves to be bought by Blockbuster. They could have done that. They didn't do it. They didn't adapt. You need to adapt your business to new changes, especially AI right now. And being flexible as well as adaptable can help curve entrepreneurs to stay ahead of the recent developments in business. So again, if everybody else around you is using ChatGPT and you're not doing it, or you don't have something better in mind, you're going to fall behind the curve, man. Next up, passion. A bit more of a relaxed one. Not a very good image. But you get the point. Passion is what drives many entrepreneurs to start their own business. Why do people start it in the first place? A deep sense of purpose can help entrepreneurs stay motivated and committed to their vision. Because what else would keep them to it? Next up, having a growth mindset. Entrepreneurs must have a growth mindset and be open to learning. If you're not open to learning and you're not willing to learn, then people won't teach you anything. If I wasn't open to learning from the various mentors that I've adopted over the years, I wouldn't be making this presentation here right now. I wouldn't be working for what I want to get. I would just be, sitting in my bedroom doing nothing. Embracing challenges and mistakes as opportunities for growth can help entrepreneurs continually improve and evolve, even as they struggle. This is very important to remember. You always want to feel like the student, even when you're the master. Conclusion: developing a successful mindset for entrepreneurship takes time and effort, but it's well worth it. It's well worth the sweat and the effort that you put towards it if the results are going to be magnificent for you. And by cultivating perseverance, risk-taking, creativity, adaptability, passion, and a growth mindset, as well as other positive values that are good for entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs can set themselves up for success in business and in life. Hopefully this presentation has helped you, and I hope you enjoyed watching this JLecture. Or listening to it, if you're that type of person. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.